Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui je vais présenter un web quest sur la francophonie. Today we're going to do a web quest on French-speaking countries. Congratulations, you are all now junior delegates of the United Nations. You will work in groups of 4 to learn more about a French-speaking member country. Each group will be assigned a French-speaking country that is both a member of the United Nations and a member of l'Organisation de la Francophonie. In our introduction, we're going to learn a little bit more about the United Nations, which is a large international organization devoted to several causes, which include promote international peace, sustainable development, protect human rights, international law, and humanitarian needs. French is one of the official languages of the United Nations, and many member countries of the United Nations are also French-speaking countries. L'Organisation de la Francophonie is an international organization that represents French-speaking countries and promotes the French language across the world. As junior delegates from the United Nations, it's your group's job to research a French-speaking country, which is both a member country of the United Nations and also a member of l'Organisation de la Francophonie. Your group will create a brochure in Microsoft Publisher and present it to class. In order for each of the delegates in your group to gain a better understanding of their country, groups will create a collaborative brochure in French. Each delegate of the group will be assigned to the areas below to research. Please make sure the brochure has a title page, subtitles for each category, visual representations for each category, and a brief description for each category. Once the research is complete, each delegate will take turns placing their information in the final group brochure. Once the brochures are complete, each delegate will take turns presenting his or her portion of the brochure in French to class. The 8 areas below will be split amongst the group of 4 individuals. Each group member or delegate will be doing 2 of these. So we have the image of the country's flag, description of the colors in the flag, and if available, what does the flag represent? Secondly, the date admitted as a member of the United Nations, date admitted to l'Organisation de la Francophonie, name of the president or prime minister, date elected or came into power as well. Next, the capital city, maybe the number of inhabitants or the major industries, the currency of the country, national holiday, include festivals or foods that are related to this holiday, and lastly, the country model. In the process, we're going to take you through how we're going to gain this information. So now that all of you know which country your group's going to represent, and each delegate knows which portion that they're going to complete for the brochure, you're going to use these links below in order to gather information. All the groups will start off with the video on l'Organisation de la Francophonie, just to give you an overall understanding of all the countries around the world that speak French, and also to give you an understanding of how you can use French outside of school, in business, in your future. And some of the international organizations that use French will be included in this video. Once the video is done, groups will come here to the United Nations members, click on this link. They'll click on the UN member states. And within this page, if they scroll down, or even use the alphabet links above, they'll be able to locate their country. They'll be able to see their map. They'll also be able to see the date their country was admitted. Remember, the dates start with the day, then it's the month, and then it's the year of admittance. Day, month, year, which is a little bit backwards from our dates, which go month, day, year. After you click on that link, you'll go to the l'Organisation de la Francophonie link. This will take you to a map, and below the map, you will see a link. So these are 54 states of the government of the Organisation of Francophonie. Then there's 23 countries that recognize it, and then associated states as well. You'll find your country, you'll click on the link. Once you click on that link, it's going to take you to a chart, and within that chart, students will be able to locate the information that they need to complete their brochure. Now remember, if you need to do any additional research for pictures online to represent the currency or the city, or you need to find any additional information about the maps or map information, foods, or holidays, you want to do a broader internet search. But these links are going to give you the basis for the information for your brochure. Also, we have the Word Reference Online Dictionary, and this will help you. This link will take you to your online dictionary where you can search words in English or in French and gather definitions, etc. that you may need. In the evaluation, we have our evaluation rubric. The content areas of the rubric include language and message, attractiveness and organization, sources. Since we'll be pulling information from the internet, we need to cite our websites and URLs. The presentation will be last. So, did you work collaboratively on your brochure? Were you able to present your portion? And were you confident in speaking French in front of class and presenting what you had? Lastly, we'll come to the conclusion. And in the conclusion, I'd like students and delegates to reflect on the project as a whole. So the purpose of this activity is to create awareness of the international community at large and what the United Nations tries to accomplish on a global level. Also, it's important to know that some of the member countries of the United Nations are also French-speaking countries, which are represented by l'Organisation de la Francophonie. At this time, I invite you to write a journal entry where you answer the questions below. This reflection is to be completed in English. First, look at what are 2 interesting facts you learned about your French-speaking country. Second, how did you connect with this project? Third, did you enjoy completing this project, this web quest? Please offer reasons why you liked it, or offer changes if you did not. Fourth, did you make any cultural comparisons between the United States and the French-speaking country or group you researched? Did you complete all parts of the assignment on time and to the best of your ability? And lastly, what changes would you make the next time you complete a group project, if any? I would like to wish all the groups bonne chance. I hope you enjoy completing your web quest, and I look forward to seeing your brochures and your presentations at the end of this project.